Alright, welcome YouTubers. We are going to be diagnosing the bushings on a 97 Jeep TJ Wrangler. This should be good through 2006. A lot of great videos out there on how to do it. I just wanted to kind of touch more on how to find out if this is a problem or if it's completely obvious. I have a clunk sound when I hit bumps. I changed my shocks, got a little bit better, but I still have that clunk sound. I live on a dirt road, so when there's potholes, you can really feel it. I'm gonna try to get a good shot of this. If you see here, if you get someone to jump up and down on that, you can see how much mine moves. So that's pretty worst case scenario. Kit I'm gonna be using, I got off of eBay. I'll have a link in the description. I think it was like under $30. It came with more than what I'm going to be using in this video. I'm just going to be replacing these two. In a later video, I will walk you through on the other parts of it at a later date. First step is going to be taking off this cover right here. Once I've got that done, I'll kind of recap it with you guys. Alright guys, got the cover off. That is held on by 4 bolts on, or 2 bolts on each side, 4 total. Those are 3/8 bolts. Once you have it off and you get it past any sort of accessories you may have, and this is where you can see the rust. You can also see where, if you're not sure if this is something you need to do, taking that cover off is a 30-second job, and then you can really start to notice how much play is in here. I think it's in the earlier shot you could see daylight. I can move it by hand, so like I said, my case is a little bit more of a no-brainer. But I think there's a lot of these out there that are chasing more expensive parts, and for $20–30 this should help quite a bit. So next step, I'm going to take these 4 bolts out, 2 on each side, and I'll bring you back once I've got that done. Alright guys, so we got the bushing off. These ended up being 15mm bolts. This one you can just do with a ratchet. The one on the back you're going to want to have a wrench, preferably one with the angle. I ended up coming in here and getting on the bolt that way. Once you have all the bolts taken off, you'll remove the metal cover and you'll be left with something that looks like this. The bushings are slitted, so they're easy to pull in and out. So we're going to pull this one off. I'm going to use a little rust converter just to try to start the fight on the rust. Obviously you can see I got a long way to go, but just to convert it and prevent the stuff that's already there from spreading. Don't have time to do a lot of prep and anything, so just going to use some core seal real quick on. Alright guys, checking in again. A lot of you might have noticed this already, is mine is very rusted. This is supposed to measure 30mm. Obviously this one is not. So this is not going to be a perfect repair. I am most likely going to be needing to replace this bar since this one is such bad shape. I am going to go ahead and complete all the steps because the new one definitely is much smaller hole. It still does not fit as snug as it should, but it's going to help out more than this until I can get around to finding a new bar and replacing it. I'll update you guys in a later video about that. So I know this will not be a perfect demonstration, but we are going to continue as planned. Hopefully yours is not in this bad of shape. If you have any recommendations on a DIY way to fix that, if anyone has any remedies, please comment below. But I'm going to guess I'm going to need to go into the junkyard or buy a new sway bar. I'll have to price those out. Alright, we're going to continue on. I'll bring you back after the next step. Alright guys, quick update while we still got some sunlight. I've got this bracket still on, or put back on and tightened up. Let's see if I can get a shot of this. It is not ideal. There's still some movement, but significantly better. I don't think this is going to be a long-term fix for me, but it should at least help for the time being. So if you're in a similar situation, I would say keep going on if your bushings are as bad as mine, because anything is going to be better than what was on there. Last thing to do is just hook up the other side, put the plastic back on, and take it for a test drive. I'll get that all done and then kind of recap everything with you. Alright, catch you then. Alright guys, took it on a quick test drive, did some dirt road and did some pavement. Not perfect, but significantly better. I didn't put the cover back on. I wanted to kind of show you, if you can see this, hopefully it's picking it up. Still a lot of movement between the bar and the bushing to be expected with the amount of rust. On the old one, if I can get it open for you, there is dirt, rust, worn down shit